Private equity doesn't really buy companies to grow them. It'll usually buy them to financially engineer their balance sheet. So whenever a private equity firm buys a company, they almost always do so with borrowed money, sometimes borrowing up to 70 or even 80%. The debt that the private equity firm acquires then gets placed onto the company that they just bought. So that company that was just acquired is now paying for its own acquisition. So the first priority really isn't growth. It's making sure that company can service that debt while the private equity firm that acquired them is trying to figure out their strategy for an exit. So cutting costs improves margins. Better margins means a higher sale price in the future, and that's really their actual plan. So the jobs, the product, or even the customer, those really only matter to the extent to which they affect the balance sheet. This is why so many people say that private equity-owned companies feel different to work at. But the decisions that seem irrational from the outside kind of make perfect sense when you understand what their actual goal is. Saying that growth is your optimal goal for these newly acquired companies makes nice for a press release, but if you look at the spreadsheet of these newly acquired companies, it'll tell a different story. So private equity really isn't in the business of building businesses, it's in the business of buying up balance sheets, optimizing them, and selling them. The company is just a vehicle for that.